Hi, I'm Ivan Amkasa, the co-founder and CEO of Sophie Bot. More about myself. I was supposed to enroll in JQuad from 2014 to take actual science. Took a year to run my first startup. Came back in 2015, and then last year in 2016, sort of took a break to run Sophie Bot. So Sophie, in part, was inspired by the I Am initiative, the I Am campaign. They're basically asking us innovators, us developers to develop solutions on sexual health. And in their marketing material, they had a video with a character lady called Sophie. And her story is basically her life gets messed up because she doesn't know enough about sexual health. And here we have Sophie creating a persona that knows about sexual health. So she inspired us because from that human person whose life gets messed up because she doesn't know enough, to this persona we're creating who knows enough about sexual health, she can actually answer your question. Yes. More about Sophie Bot. Sophie Bot is basically Siri for sexual health. You ask her your questions on sexual health, and she uses artificial intelligence to answer those questions. This is because in this African context, it's awkward and hard talking about sex and sexual health. So I ran more or less a huge team for a startup, a 6-man team, but only 3 of us own shares in the startup, vested shares. So we have taken more or less a pivot, but then yes, we've been asked over 30,000 questions from over 3,000 users from the entire world, at times in languages we can't even understand. But for us, we believe the core essence of a startup is to learn, and we've learned our value is not just answering questions for sexual health. Our value as a business is using that technology to automate customer support. So for businesses that can't have an entire warehouse of customer support guys, have Sophie Bot in place to do that. So Sophie Bot drives 2 things. First is the social mission, where we get to a world where we can openly and honestly talk about sex and sexual health. And that's the social mission and social goal with Sophie. On the business end is to be the number 1 resource for customer support. So those are the 2 goals. Sophie Bot is pre-revenue, and we raise money a lot. So we started off with 10,000 USD. That's $1 million from the United Nations Population Fund. That's what took us off. And from there, we've been raising about $100,000 to push her to now implement that AI for customer support. And there are a lot of different sources, the grants here and there, and we have one equity investor coming in. You should catch the next episode of Lands. But then the rest is impact groups, funds set there to fund businesses that either in health or in sexual health. So I mentioned once I applied for Expo, I applied with the first startup that I had stayed out of school to run, and for me, and I killed that off and recruited another team to develop Sophie Bot, and that's where Expo came. It's a busy there. There are a lot of things happening, a lot of cool stuff happening. At the same time, you have your low moments. The time as a startup, as a founder, you have immense self-doubt. So in general, it's the best learning experience you can ever have. Better than staying for 4 years in JQuad or at Harvard. So your life changes to the better. Each day you're thinking about how to solve problems. You're thinking on how to move your product forward. You're thinking about how to make sure your team is in line with the vision. So it is a life-changing experience in that you create something for yourself. And not getting to the podium for a podium finish doesn't mean you fail. That's the beginning of the journey. You've created something new. Go and push it out there, and you'll learn there's so much money out there in terms of seed fund rather than the prize money on the day. So take the Tech Expo as your beginning, as your stepping stone, as your first, I like musicals, as your opening number, and then enjoy it as much as possible, interact with as many people as possible, learn from as many programs as many projects as possible, and that's the beginning, and that's what I want to say.